What is going on, everybody? You just heard the newly, freshly printed and recorded Hangin' Heavy theme, written by yours truly and recorded from the lovely fingertips of my Commandante, Carhartt. So that's more or less what I wanted it to sound like, with an actually talented guitar player playing it this time, and not my stupid fingers. So let's just kick it off by saying thank you for coming back. If you're still listening to this, I appreciate it. If you're not, well, I can say whatever I want. You're not going to listen to it anyway. Fuck you. How about that? You fucking cunt. Sorry, got off topic there. Yeah, so as always, I always like to start it off by going ahead and saying, if you don't have the Podbean app already, go ahead and download that sucker, because it makes listening to the podcast a whole lot easier. You automatically get notified when something's up, when something is posted. Whenever I scratch my ass, you get a little push notification, and I just want you guys to know every little detail. If you're not into downloading bullshit, you can also check out the podcast by going to hanginheavy.podbean.com. Or you can also listen on YouTube. Just type in the search bar Hangin' Heavy Podcast and you'll find the 2-3 views per video. Hey, keeping it steady. I like those numbers. Or, no, I don't, but whatever. As long as you're fucking listening to it, I don't care where you're listening to it. I don't get paid anyway, so fuck it. So, I finished tweaking that intro. So let me know what you think. It's a bit more professional now and a lot less rush, so as you can tell, this is clearly not part 2 with my boy Carhartt. But you know what? Rules are meant to be broken. Tomorrow is another day. Insert another lame cliche quote here. Anyway, let's get into some sci-fi shit, eh? I held these articles off because I wanted to get someone else's input and live feedback, but Bob's your aunt and Susan's your tranny, so fuck me, right? Well, anyway, apparently scientists were able to link three human brains together. And what did they do with this marvel of modern man? They made them solve the riddle that is the cure for cancer. No, the cure for AIDS. Fuck no. No one wants to know that bullshit. They made these 3 tethered brains play Tetris. As good as a writer as I think I am, I couldn't fathom coming up with such a ludicrous idea. They did this with a tool these neuroscientists call BrainNet. Again, the dumbest cartoon shit ever. A paper in which they are awaiting publication documents their procedures and work on how they managed to connect the 3 brains of 3 separate people, which allowed them to communicate without seeing each other physically or speaking a single word to one another. In essence, giving them a hive mind, which sounds pretty fucking awesome in some aspects, yet terrifying in others. This BrainNet system combines 2 technologies. The first being electroencephalograms. Obviously. Am I right? And The other, excuse me, the other is transcranial magnet stimulation. Wow. This allows the three willing hosts to passively send brain signals to one another. So this is how the three worked in unison. One person was in control of the falling blocks, while the other two had to give the person in control input on how they were positioned and rotated as they fell. They achieved this by one of two flashing lights situated on the sides of the game screen. The controller, for lack of a better word, could somehow sense these flashing lights without directly having to see them. That's thanks to the special equipment that relayed brain signals from the other two guinea pigs. The controller could also see whether the blocks they placed were successful, but not see them before they were landed. They used 15 test subjects in 5 groups of 3, and tests concluded that they were over 81% successful, which for a first round of testing is pretty damn good. With tweaks to their hardware and software, I'm sure they can improve that number. Whoa there. Okay, so this next bit of news kind of troubled me. As a parent with a kid in school, this harps on the safety aspect of that. And if you have a young child, that already makes you alert just hearing those things. School safety, or lack thereof. This story, I think, is a good use of technology, but at the same time, where technology is so easily exploitable, I don't think it's so hot. I mean, I guess you gotta test somewhere. I guess you gotta start somewhere before you fucking roll it out as the official fucking standard. But a private elementary school in Seattle is testing out using facial recognition systems to allow people in and out of their school. The company Real Networks began offering their tech to schools for free from kinder to the 12th grade to help them improve their security. The school gave parents the option to have their face added to this database, however you pronounce potato, whatever, fuck you, tomato, it's put it up our butt. But only about 300 of these parents so far have done so. And the way this works is when a parent or guardian face is recognized by the system, the doors automatically open up, reducing the need for someone inside to have to buzz them in. If you've ever had to enter a school for any reason these days, you'll understand how lame this system is and how time consuming it can be. Especially down here in Texas, it sucks waiting outside. So how this works is they set up a camera above the front gate, so this gives the system time to use its algorithm to identify adults only, rejecting children from the equation. The door buzzes open when it finds a match, and it eliminates the need for someone constantly just waiting by the door. A fucking glorified doorman. One person says, it's convenient and feels safe. But me personally, I would rather have an armed guard. My baby's like gold. Better have that shit guarded like Fort Knox, homie. It's easy to bypass or hack a system compared to a person. But then again, I prefer low-tech solutions to many things in this life. Sure, machines are reliable, but humans have instinct, and computers can't generate that. Nerds. For now. In this last bit of news, scientists have given us an estimated date on our fucked levels due to climate change, aka global warming. It's no longer fake news, people. And for those gullible that thinking that they're going green is helping the world, you're wrong. There's way too much going on around the world to stop this. Scientists say the planet will reach the crucial threshold of 1.5 degrees Celsius above pre-industrial levels as early as 2030. Meaning, we done fucked up. There's no turning back now. The chances people will just instantly change their ways to help Mother Earth are so minimal, might as well kiss this bitch goodbye. On to the mega storms and mega quakes and mega fires. We all gonna die. I guess now I see why Elon is trying to go to Mars. Motherfucker looking to jump ship. Pun intended.
Yes, science.
I know this is more on the sciencey side, but I didn't want to put it into the segment, so I'll just toss this in. A 22-pound rock that has been used to prop open a door in Michigan for decades turns out to be a meteorite. A geology professor has been asked to examine rocks brought into her all the time, but nothing ever turned out to be worth the time. For 18 years, she says, the answer has been categorically no. But when this man, who wants to remain nameless, brought in his specimen, no, not his sperm, you dirty, dirty baby, all that changed. She went on to say, I could tell right away this was something special. Again, she wasn't looking at megasperm. After testing it, she determined it was, in fact, a meteorite made up of 88.5% iron and 11.5% nickel. Now, this isn't just any space rock. It is the 6th largest recorded found in Michigan, weighing in just over 22 pounds. Whoa, that's a big load. Anyway, its potential worth is slightly over $100,000 doll hairs. She went on, adding, it's the most valuable specimen I've ever held in my life, monetary and scientifically. Jesus, I wish they wouldn't use that word to describe cum. I can't use it seriously, goddammit. They sent in a slice to the Smithsonian Institute to get a second opinion, and they also validated her findings. Well, fuck me, this guy just thought he had a simple old earth rock to hold the dang door open. Motherfucker has a space rock worth 100 stacks just chilling like a boss. Fuck, it's time to start picking up rocks, and they're minerals, Marie.
They're rocks, Hank. No, they're minerals. Jesus, Marie, I got some geodes coming that are very delicate, all right?
It's official, folks. Canada has legalized the ganja. People have flooded in as the country's first legal marijuana dispensaries opened their doors Wednesday. As long as you are at least 18 years or older, you will be allowed to carry and share up to 30 grams of that legal Mary Jane in public. They will also let you be able to cultivate up to 4 plants per household to make products such as edibles for personal use. Holy fuck! Our cousins in the Great White North will be lighting it up on the casual tip. No need to hide like a crackhead in the basement or buy the schnickel from the streets ever again. Nothing but the high quality THC for that ass. Anyone previously convicted with possession of 30 grams or less will be pardoned. So that's pretty good. Decriminalization. Now, any dumb Americans trying to be smart, no, you can't bring any back. But go ahead and try anyway. D-Zam, that's fucking awesome. So I've been playing Rocket League solo a lot lately because all the puppies are either playing Dumpster Fire Simulator, aka Destiny, or not online at all. And god damn it, I love that game. They keep introducing new content on the regular, and there's also even holiday events that keep you interested in the grind to improve rank and get free shit. So that's pretty cool. But damn it, it's hard to find a good teammate. Either you get stuck with a garbage ass teammate and get destroyed, or you get lucky and you play those 1 or 2 games with competent players. Either way, taking a long losing streak gets me tilted, and I end up taking a breather from the game, which is good either way, because after that break I come back and steamroll all the busters. Then after a good win streak, the game puts you back in with the shitters, and boom, the cycle repeats itself. That game is one of the main reasons why I started the podcast. Me and Papi Ray decided to start this back in the day, but he got the short end of the stick and doesn't get to play as much because they whip him good. Don't worry, Papi, if you hear me, I still love you. For those of you uninitiated, that means I'm fucking the air. For those of you that are into fighting games, fucking nerds. I didn't know this, but the 20th anniversary for Soul Calibur is coming, and they're releasing Soul Calibur 6. And I gotta admit, that's pretty badass. It looks pretty good. I was a fan of the first 2 when arcades used to be a thing. Yeah, I'm that old. Holy shit. Xbox partnered with Taco Bell, and the 2 are giving away Xbox One X's with a special twist. Wait for it. Instead of starting up with the normal Xbox tone, whatever that is, these will start up with the Taco Bell noise. That's fucking cool. It's dumb as shit, but fuck, I'd love that. So now there's a new kid on the Battle Royale block with the release of Black Ops 4 Blackout. Coolest name so far. And it's starting to take down the longtime number 2 spot PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds. Blackout is out on console and for PC, but it isn't on the Steam market. But it is on Activision's own Blizzard Battle.net service, and they don't release their numbers. Yet the numbers for consecutive players playing PUBG is steadily decreasing. The main reason it hasn't completely dropped though is because Call of Duty, for the most part, isn't released in China or isn't boasted overseas as much as it is in the States. So if they did, those numbers would probably drastically change. Maybe something will finally give Fortnite a run for its money, which I highly doubt. It'll be the fresh new thing for now, so we'll see. For those of you that are into the game Fallout, the new Fallout 76 is soon to release. And this is the pricing that they've leaked or announced. The standard edition will go for a mere $60, as every new game does. The Tricentennial edition for a smooth $80. The Power Armor edition will go for 200 doll hairs. Damn. And last, but certainly not the most expensive, the Platinum edition will be coming in at a price point of $115 raise, which will not come with the actual Fallout 76 game. What? Why the fuck? No. But it does have a lot of Fallout 76 swag. There's a collector's case, a numbered concept art print, three 64-page mini journal for all your notes. It's blank paper, people. Some postcards, which nobody sends, a double-sided map poster, and a collector's edition of the Prima Guide, both physical and a digital copy. But again, not the game at all. Wow! You have to be a complete asshole to buy that. Besides that robbery, there's not really much going in on gaming this month, so let's leave it on that note. For a while now, I've been wanting to take up a new hobby. This hobby would be creating things with resin. But as interesting as it looks, there's a lot of needed equipment for that, and some skill in which I do not possess. There's this technique where you incorporate a piece of wood or other mediums within the resin to make a dazzling and eye-catching design. Hence the skills I do not possess. I know little to nothing about woodworking, or possess the machinery it would take to do so. I mean, it looks like fun to take something or turn something that could be considered trash and giving it new life. We as humans are more quick to throw things away and buy new shit than we are to put in some work and effort to repurpose. Back in the day, that's what made someone a skilled worker, being able to fix or correct or repurpose. It's a great idea, but with the ease of buying cheap Chinese-made shit, why bother? And fuck, it's true. But at the same time, fuck me for being a lazy bitch. So I've continued to watch the TV series that is a spin-off of one of my favorite TV shows of all time, and that is The Sons of Anarchy. And the spin-off is The Mayans MC. And it is just as good as Sons of Anarchy. It's clearly not the same thing, but the tone and the writing of the shows are what captivate me to continue to watch. I mean, also, these shows make it look badass to be a fucking outlaw biker. Excuse me, an outlaw biker. Which, I don't think they're going for that, but god damn it, I want to wear a cut. Only thing around here, there are actual outlaw bikers that I feel wouldn't take too kindly to some bitch that doesn't ride. glamorize what they do for real without earning it. So with that in mind, I respect that. But still, don't mean I won't. If I get shit for it, I'll get shit for it. Either they kick my ass for enjoying a show and being a proud fan, or they let it slide and say, fucking pussy. I'd clearly prefer the later. Going off of that, though, another TV show that fucking gets me to genuinely crack up and laugh out loud, as always, is It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. And if you didn't know, they're on their 13th season, which they've clearly dubbed, cleverly, Sunny the 13th. And they themed all their promo stuff like the horror movie, in which the wordplay comes from, Friday the 13th. Jesus, they are comedic geniuses. Unlike the clearly in-your-face satirical comedy of South Park, taking on the more serious social memes, they take it over the edge with their shitty human beings that they call characters Charlie, D, Mac, and Dennis, including Frank. They somehow make them innocently dubious yet incredibly twisted and genuine. It's good shit. Good shit, Sonny. Good shit indeed. I highly recommend the show if you aren't a sensitive pussy that gets so easily offended. I'd say check it out. This new season is fucking just as good, if not better, than some of their older seasons. So, every episode gets closer and closer to Halloween. And with that in mind, I would normally do the segment Serial Killer Corner, where I sometimes too graphically go over what serial killer of the week I decide to choose as the character of the topic, if you will. This week, I don't really feel like doing it. I will have a very well versed one the next week, because that'll be the week closest to Halloween, seeing as Halloween is going to be during the week. So, yeah. Fucking my bad. Sorry for being a lazy bitch, but it's cold outside right now, which is weird for it being Texas. It's usually hot as fuck. We had a cold front come in and it's raining outside. So that just makes me feel lazy. Yeah, I don't fucking weather does that to you when you get old. Not saying that I'm old, but I'm getting there. I ain't no fucking fresh chicken, you know? So, with that in mind, I'm going to go ahead and just do the outro right now. Appreciate you guys for listening. If you have any comments or feedback, you're more than likely to fucking post that shit. The better, the more that you do, the easier it makes the show for me. Especially that I'm doing it by myself. Any input at all would be good. So go ahead, if you have the Podbean app, you can leave a comment on the episode. If you don't, I believe you can still do it through the website. But yeah, go ahead and download that Podbean app. It makes listening a whole lot easier. You can stream it, you can download the episode, you can fucking look at some nudes that I don't have posted. But yeah, download the Podbean app. You get notified automatically when I fucking upload. You can like, you can favorite, you can fucking share. If you don't want to do that, you can go to the website hangingheavy.podbean.com. And if you don't want to do that, and there's no other excuse, I'm sure you have the YouTube app. Or you can go to the YouTube website and in the search bar type in Hanging Heavy Podcast. And there it is. There's the show. From here on, I'm going to post a little spooky picture on the newer episodes. I forgot to do it these last two. So again, appreciate you guys listening. If you have any comments or any ideas or something you want me to cover, go ahead and share the love. Fucking splatter this all over your fucking social media if you can do it for me. Help a brother out, get the word out. You know what I'm saying? I love you guys, and Rich and Rare.